Hey everybody, my name is Marcus Anthony, and we here with Terry, Crystal, and Kim, and this is Unplugged Issues. We're gonna be talking about some different things related to the economy, school, relationships, the government, and just get some things off the table that people might have some questions about. So we're gonna go ahead and just get everything started off. And we're gonna start with Crystal and let her introduce herself and everything like that to everybody. So, go ahead and introduce yourself, Crystal.
Oh. Ain't I had to do an intro. I'm Crystal. That's my intro.
Okay.
I'm Kimberly.
Kim.
I guess I keep it simple like everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm Terry.
You want us to tell you what we do or something?
If y'all
That's
want to.
typically a
Like
part
I
of your
said,
intro.
y'all wanna
You
tell
get like
people
you
what
be
y'all do,
saying
that's fine.
everything about yourself.
Yeah, I'm saying, y'all
Well, I'm just gonna say what we known for. Pop the balloon.
Okay.
We do
Yeah.
a host of other things, but we're known for Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
Pop the balloon, St. Louis.
St.
Yes.
Louis.
St. Louis.
I'm sorry.
I saw your face when I said St. Louis.
See, I was like, good job.
So this
I
will
was
be
like,
the
hell
producer
no.
Terry, the executive producer Kim, and then we got the host over here, Crystal, and everything like that. And like I said, I'm Marcus Anthony, but we're gonna get right straight into it and ask Crystal what our first question is and everything like that for the panel.
You know what? I know we kind of did have this like a offline conversation, and we don't want to have the entire session shaped around Pop the Balloon because that's separate. But I do have a question from that space, and it was asked, and I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth. What kind of woman do you typically go for? We know a woman that listens is a plus, but what are some other characteristics that you see in a woman and you're like, okay, this is someone that fits, and feel aligned?
A woman that has her own mind, she not out here looking for the same things that every other woman is looking for. Today, all the women basically want to be the same. They all want the same jobs. They all want the same bodies. They all want the same everything. So the men, everything. So when I meet a woman and she has her own brain and she's going her own way and doing her own thing, that's something that I'm attracted to, because it's like you're different. You're not trying to fit in, and you're not trying to be on no monkey see, monkey do type shit. Because a lot of women nowadays, it's like, okay, she's a nurse, let me be a nurse. She's a stripper, let me be a stripper. She does it like, instead of having her own mindset about what she needs to do. So it's just a lot of clones out here, a lot of robots, and that's just not what I want right now. So if I found a woman that was actually unique in her own way and everything she did, I'd be fine. Okay. That's not what I see right now.
You're so awesome with putting context to it, because I had like 3 questions and you answered them all.
Ooh, that was detailed.
That was
over
good. I like
Thank you. That was a
that.
good question. That was
I
a good
like
question.
that.
Did you have anything else?
Nah, that was my first question that came to mind.
Okay, well, you're going to think of some other things. We're going to come back to
Oh,
you.
for sure.
I got you. Kim?
Who is Marcus Anthony?
I don't want everybody to think that this show is about me, because it's not. They just asking me these questions, y'all. They can literally ask anything. They can ask about schools. They asking me these questions.
Usually
y'all.
I'm asked the question, so
yeah,
I'm on the other end.
Me, I'm just me. I'm a free man. I used to.
Give me something so I can ask you questions then, because I don't know
Yeah, we
how to
setting up.
go.
We setting
See,
it up.
it ain't about. But it's not about me. It's about just whatever you have as far as the world is concerned. Like it's not about.
I think I'm too deep for the world. I
That's
don't
what-
think on
Just ask
the
me.
worldly ways.
I got a question for you.
Yeah,
Take
like,
it off of you. What do you think black people role is with ICE?
with ICE.
Yeah.
As far as ISIS or just like ICE.
ICE.
The ICE government.
Yeah.
I don't feel like black people. I think we need to stay in our business. To be honest with you, I think that black
is
people
kind of
got
our
enough problems as it is as a community. We can't stand together when it come to nothing. So when we need to just mind our business and get ourselves together before we start worrying about what they got going on.
But what about like from an immigration standpoint, when it's not just like, for instance, Mexicans and Hispanics, rather, it's actually Caribbean, our
Haitian,
own as well.
African.
So should we be in support of them in this space, Because it's not just...
I'm kind of on both sides with it, because it's like on one side, do we want more people over here that are going to be committing crimes that are not from here? But then on the flip side, it's like we don't have enough people reproducing to even have enough workers over here to do everything that needs to be done, which goes back to the women not wanting to have kids and stuff. Like, so now we have a problem with us even having enough workers over here to run everything. That's where the AI robots and everything else is coming into play, because they're looking at it from up there, and it's like, we used to have kids, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids per family. Now you got women only want to have 2, 3 kids at the most. So now it's like they have to immigrate in order to keep stuff running. But I'm kind of on the fence about it. I don't plan on being over here, honestly. I done been to a couple other countries, and I feel like everything that you have over here in America, you can have over there as long as you have money. Mm-hmm. If you want a nice car, you can have it over there. Better. If you want a TV, big screen, you can have it. If you want a
not even
pool,
just on that, like the food
anything.
is so much better.
Yeah, everything. Oh, yeah. The money's completely different and everything. So I was just in Cancun.
Living like a king.
Man, I didn't even realize it until I started asking them about the currency. So they was telling me basically that $100 is $1,000 in Mexico. So I'm like, if I got 10,000, I got 100,000. Hell yeah. So if you go to another country, you basically rich just off of what you're making in America. So I see what immigrants are doing as far as like people from Mexico and different things like that. You come over here, work, send the money back to your family, and they live well. But what are we doing for ourselves? We're not doing nothing for ourselves. We're helping them. But how is that helping us? So, yeah.
Or how are they helping us?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How it's not helping us in no type of way. We're helping them in every type of way, but it's not. So, yeah, black people need to worry about themselves. And we need to worry about how to get generational wealth to us versus trying to worry about what everybody else got going on. Because everybody else ain't worried about us. Nobody else is worried about us. Just like when that tornado just hit in St. Louis. You see how people came together and was feeding each other? If we did that all the time, we wouldn't need people for nothing as far as outside. But we don't. So, yeah, it's just what we living in right now when it comes to the economy and that. But that was a good question. That was a real question, Chris.
Yeah.
I got to piggyback off the food. I can't even say the food out of country is better than ours. We're just so used to our food being the way it is. And then we go, right, it's just like case in point. I just left Colombia. You eat ketchup over there, you eat it here, it tastes different.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's because of the way it's made. I heard, I can't remember who it was. Someone Trump got in office over food or health.
JFK.
They talking about taking like stuff out of certain foods that's probably causing cancer and killing us, making us obese and things of that such. But even eating over there for a whole week, I'm so Americanized. I'm trying to find things that taste more American than what they naturally have. And that's the reason why you don't see a lot of Colombian women big and things of that such, and they just look beautiful because of the food that they're eating.
It's a totally different dynamic when you go over there to some other countries. I've been to Mexico twice, and I mean, when you go over there, it's like the kids, everything is just completely, like he was saying, respectful. They're well mannered. You don't hear a lot of loud music playing around. You don't see nobody in shiesty masks. You don't see nobody walking around with their pants. Like, it's just a different environment when you're down there. So, like, I feel like people, even with themselves, if they wanted to do better, they just got to put themselves in better environments. Like, you're never going to do as well as you want to do until you leave where you at. It's like a shark in a fish tank. You know, the shark only going to grow as big as the tank is. So, you got to leave your tank some of the time, and people just be scared to leave their tank.
True.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
I was going to say, I did Spain. You know, we went to Spain.
Right.
Food was horrible. It was horrible.
What made it horrible? Which is what, the season?
Both. So, Americanized, I like that you said that with the type of food we typically used to eating, it's just like, it's just no seasoning. It was just, even with the combinations of stuff that they would put together, it's like, this don't go. What are you doing? Pork beans on tortilla chips? Like, this don't go. What are you doing? You know what I mean? But when I did Africa, I mean, when I tell you, I was eating with my hand.
Yes.
I ain't using no utensils. I was like, I'm glad I'm by myself and I could just eat like a savage.
Was it good?
Yes. Yes.
I think the food is everybody's problem.
Jamaica, things like that. Like, you go and you can definitely see the difference.
Exactly. Like Chris, I mean, just like Ken was just saying, that's how we stand sick. There's so many of us like in the black community that's just dying even from health issues.
That's why I changed my relationship with food.
Yeah, that's why she vegan now.
Changed my whole relationship with. I feel
some
good.
Some of the vegan
though.
food even be crazy some of the time.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta watch
when
it.
you tell me that you made something that's plant based, in my brain it's just like you made this in a lab. Like, what did you do with this?
So
yeah, how do you get a burger?
Yeah, but like certain things
plant
that
based
say to me,
like
sometimes it is that it's taking the way that we used to eating processed and putting it over here and processing it and saying it's this.
It's all about just making you a crackhead.
You have to really educate yourself. You have to really educate yourself in that space. You know what I mean? From vegans, big vegans too.
They trying to make you a crackhead to be a vegan. Like, for real, listen to me. Just listen to me.
Wait, what?
Hold on. Like, listen to me.
No, say what you said so I can understand what you said.
So look, you got Burger King, you got Wendy's, you got McDonald's, right? They all sell burgers.
Yes.
But the only difference between the burger is the ingredients. So these is man-made ingredients that they putting in this.
Yes.
So the whole point is to get you to come back. So we gonna put these ingredients in here that are addictive to get you to come back, make you like a crackhead. So it's like it's a competition, just like with the dope boys on the street. Like, who got the best dope or who got the best whatever. Like, it's the same way with them. They putting these different ingredients in there to make you come back, and it's like, okay, well, she came back here 3 times in a week, 4 times in a week. So when you go to these other places in these other countries, they don't have those ingredients in them. So you might have a burger from McDonald's, but the burger from McDonald's in Spain doesn't have the ingredients that the burger over here does.
True.
That's true.
So it's just about getting you addicted like a crackhead.
I agree 100%. I remember seeing like on TikTok they had put all the ingredients of the Chick-fil-A sandwich, the chicken sandwich, and the Popeyes chicken sandwich, because everybody went crazy about that one Popeyes chicken sandwich, and it was crazy.
You know,
like, this ain't
chicken.
Not at all.
It's not chicken.
It wasn't chicken.
It was so many ingredients for
Most
a chicken
of what
sandwich.
you eat from fast food is not food.
Yeah. So you have to
food.
educate yourself on it, even to the point where, like, you was like, hey, I'm gonna bring this type of drink. I was like, just give me water, because at this point I'm looking at the sodiums, I'm looking at the sugar, I'm looking at everything.
I want to quit drinking water that's in plastic bottles, right?
Okay.
But I'm looking up the water that's in the glass bottles. They $50 per bottle.
Yeah.
So
You
I'm
have
like,
to pay for it better.
yeah, like, I pay for this shit, but it's just like, why are they charging $50 for this water, but they gonna charge me $1 for this water?
Because it's healthier. It's
yeah,
better.
it's way healthier because the plastics and everything
They
like that
want you
getting
to
into the water,
not
the bottles,
buy
and
that.
they send them in warehouses for years before they even give them to you, or months before they even give them to you. So, yeah, like.
But if we're getting 100% healthy, do we give up alcohol?
Yes,
yeah,
it's part
there's
of
a
it.
lot of things that we
I
need to
say
give up,
do
but we need a
everything in
lot of things to
moderation.
cope though.
I'm with you.
People's lives just be so crazy. We just need something to cope, whether it's food, alcohol,
That's true.
weed, whatever it is. Like, people just need them coping mechanisms.
So that's where
yeah.
the
that's the
discipline
unhealthy
comes into play.
I mean, everybody
And-
everything can be unhealthy if you do it too much. Working out
Right.
can be healthy.
Yeah,
Unhealthy
that's
if
what I'm
you do it too
saying.
much.
If
So,
you using it as a coping method, that's where it becomes unhealthy.
Yeah.
Like, find healthy ways to cope.
That's why I said do
but
discipline.
what are healthy ways to cope?
You can communicate with your friends, journal.
How's communicating?
Wha-
Communicating with my
whatever.
friends might not be healthy.
But I'm saying whatever is healthy for you, but to
Smoking weed might be
fixate
healthy for me.
But what if you just like it?
Drinking
That's
might
not
be-
healthy.
You could like it. That don't mean it's good for you.
Right, but do it in moderations. You
Moderation
can't
is the outcome.
overindulge in things, because then you're going to have health issues. Then you're going to have, like, you're going to think of situations that's never going to happen and think that that's your reality.
You guys gotta kind of have control over your body.
I was gonna say
and tell your body
self-control.
what to do instead of your body telling you what to do. So, like, at one point in time, I was smoking a lot. Well, I'm still smoking, but I was smoking a lot more than what I was, and I wanted to quit, so I started drinking. But drinking at drinking at 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning is different than smoking at 9. 10 in the morning. So they're like, hey, you drinking now? I'm like, y'all wasn't talking about when I was smoking at 9, 10 in the morning. Now you're talking about drinking.
Drinking at 9 in the morning, you're alcoholic.
So I had to quit. I'm like, man, I can't get into. So I had to quit doing that. But it's like, you have to find something, like you said, that's healthy. The drinking wasn't healthy for me.
Right.
The smoking, I can do this, but it doesn't throw me off balance like it do other people. I done seen some alcoholics that can drink a whole bottle and still be functioning and be fine. I can't do that. It's
Because
not
they
my
built
culture.
up that tolerance.
Right, but it's not my. I will never be able to build up that tolerance. It's just not in my
Right.
body. It's certain
I'm just saying, if
people's
they
genes.
functioning still,
Yeah, like they dad was a drinker, they grandpa was a drinker. It's it's in their genes. It's not in my genes like that.
I'm gonna say this: the real way to cope, and it's gonna sound boring. I'm gonna tell you this out, but it's within. It's within you.
Yeah.
It's not turning to external things.
Exactly.
It's internal.
Yep.
So if you work on you and really truly operating, you say you're free in your true nature, you're not going to depend on food and alcohol and drugs to make you feel better, to get you through it, because you have the tool right here. So that's the true answer. If you want to look into it a little bit different and kind of change your relationship with these things a little bit different, you start to kind of go a little bit in and you work on your discipline, your actions and desires. You know what I'm saying? Your discipline, your thoughts, and it changes the way that you view things. But it doesn't feel bad. I could sit here with a pizza in front of me, although I spent 38 years eating this. I could sit here and look at it and be like, oh, it doesn't move me. You know, and it's not because I'm not vegan for
but I know
weight loss purposes or anything like that. Sometimes
that would be me.
Memorial Day weekend and
barbecue,
Independence Day, all that. I stayed in the house. I said I don't want to smell none of that. I don't want to smell that.
I would miss chicken. That's what I'm trying to.
But I'm gonna go a little bit more deeper with it. I'm gonna check like my blood type against what's the best food that works. Like you go real in depth and you learn so much about the human body and you know, from the thoughts, obviously, from the brain down to everything. Because some foods, honestly, it works better for you to eat. So while you taking it out. Yeah, while you taking it out, it's like, well,
you got to substitute with something else.
That's what y'all need to be telling them people on Pop the Balloon.
Tell them what?
I thought we weren't gonna talk about it.
I said we could.
What we gonna tell them?
He
talking about shade. The ones that come in big.
He throwing shade.
Yeah, they need.
Everybody is special in their own way.
Back to what Terry
somebody
said.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Beauty's in the eye of the holder.
Man, look, they need to quit telling people that. You need to quit telling people that.
It is. But it truly is when you think about it. Look at it this way. Let's say
it is.
Okay, we got two women here. I may find Kim more attractive than Crystal, or you may find Crystal more attractive than Kim. It's in the eye of the holder. What you feel is attractive to you may not be attractive to the next person.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So even if somebody got a little weight on them, they might like that.
Man, I feel like a lot of men like women with a little weight on.
When you say a little weight, what you mean by a little weight?
Little weight, just
I don't know,
like 200 or 300.
I think
I don't even know what that look like.
I think the
I
twos
ain't going
lead
into
it.
the twos.
I don't know what
You
the
ain't going
200
to the twos?
She gotta be tall. She gotta. The twos gotta look. It don't have to. It can't look like a two.
You gotta be
What I
solid.
mean is, you can
Yeah, I
meet
see
a
what you're
girl
saying.
that's 5'11", shaped right, and she's 200 pounds because she's 5'11". You know, but she can't look 200 pounds. You 200 pounds. It got to make sense.
If I get to 200
That's my shallow.
pounds,
I know I'm shallow when it comes to
Mark's be
women.
like, man, I don't like Crystal. It's something about it. I don't like her.
I don't like her.
And we short?
Yeah, I'm the sweetest person
200
ever. He
pounds.
just like, I don't like her.
Cool. Like I
200
said,
pounds is short.
Look,
Yeah.
they be keeping me in check on the set. I be done said some stuff.
Yeah.
No, we don't. We just
Yeah,
look.
I be letting me.
I be with you most of the time.
Yeah.
Because what you say is not
Y'all
wrong.
with
It's
me all
just
the time.
how
I
you
just want
say
them to
it.
be free, and I just want them to live like they lives is fucked up. Like they real life be going through shit like on a daily, and I be trying to just get it to where they cool.
You
Now,
get
don't get
people
me
on the
wrong.
defense.
I'm with you
because I tell them the
talking-
truth about themselves.
When you was talking to Brittany and she was like, no, I gotta work,
The girl with
and
the-
didn't want to quit her job. Like, I'm with you on that. I
None
feel
of them
like
want to work though. T. That's the thing. They make it seem like they want to
But I
work,
wanna
but
work.
if you really give them
Not
the
me.
option of, look, you got a man that's taking care of everything under the sun, and you can sit
Right.
at the. They don't want to work. They're like, it's a have to. I have to work because if something don't go right
Survival
with him,
mode.
yeah, it's survival. They still, if something don't go right with him, I got my own money.
Exactly.
You still don't have full faith in your man. That's why you
Right.
still working.
Right.
I don't know what I would do if I'm just sitting at home.
You would have something else as
I
a
would be
business or
I
something
could
like
do
that. You
the
got
entrepreneurs.
I still
Yeah.
working.
I don't understand why when men say that they don't want their women to work, that they automatically assume that they want their woman to just sit at the
Yeah, I
house.
was about to
That's
say,
you
you
just
could be a
automatically assume you need
I'm
to sit
just
at the
saying,
house.
I don't know what I will be doing.
You
You would find something to do.
You could
Yeah,
do the
you'll
show.
find something to do.
Yes, you would find something to do.
You will find something to do.
Because he gave me the option. I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
If I had a man
I just think
to
that the
give me the
faith don't
option
be
to
there.
let go
Of everything.
the career, and I can do what I do.
Right.
I got my heels class, do the show, podcast. That's what I do. Oh,
He
man.
wouldn't have to give you no money. Just quit your
I can-
9 to 5, and you can have.
I mean,
you can run your
if
businesses.
you got it like that, to give me some money. Why
would you tell me to quit working and not give me money?
Because that's almost like a enslavement.
The thing is this: I'm gonna tell you to quit. Yeah. Like even with me, if I tell, like, let's say I got a girlfriend and she working, and I just want her to quit, I'm gonna have her quit, but I'm gonna definitely direct her in the way that she need to go after she quit. If she don't know what to do, I'm gonna tell her different hustles that she can do. I'm gonna invest in her if she want to go do nails or do hair.
So
or whatever.
she's still working, but just not working for someone.
Yes.
So you want her to work for herself.
I want her to be able to survive out here, even if it's not with me or with like. So when I say I don't want her to work, she can sit at the house and learn how to do hair, makeup, nails, whatever it is. She can get an Amazon furnish that business. Lifestyle. Yeah, I can do that. That's fine.
You're going to furnish her lifestyle plus what you're going to invest in for her.
I'm already furnishing her lifestyle when I'm paying my rent and paying my bills. If I'm already paying rent and paying bills, this, that, and the third, her coming into my life, what's that?
I'm just asking, just to put context to it. So you're going to take care of her all the way. Like, she don't have to come and say, hey, can I have some money to do this? No. You're going to just...
I'm going to just do, like, right now, if I meet a woman right, I could pay a woman's rent for a whole year right now if I wanted to.
But what if she didn't want to do nothing but just be your wife? I want to be your wife, take care of you, take care of the house. I don't want to work. I don't want a side business. Would you be okay with that? She don't want to do nothing, but just be your wife.
If she don't want to do nothing, but she still has the knowledge of how to do something, I'm fine with it. Right. But if she don't have the knowledge of knowing how to do nothing, I'm not good with that.
Gotcha.
Now, if you know how to do
you feel like if I fall off, what we gonna do?
You need to, and not even if we fall off. If I get in the hospital or if anything was to go wrong, I need to know I can give you $10,000, $15,000, and when I come back to it, it'll be 30 or 20, not 5.
Right.
You know, so these women that work at these jobs, they don't know how to manage money. They don't know how to flip it. They don't know how to do none of it. So look.
Who you dealing with?
Okay, look.
But I understand what you're saying.
The majority of
people that you know.
And this is what I'm saying. This is all I'm saying.
You generalizing.
This is how I look at people that work jobs. And I could be wrong.
What age bracket of women, though?
Age bracket of women,
your
what?
age bracket?
You're talking about? We're talking about 25 to 35, 25 to 30.
20 to 40, 20 to 50.
Gotcha.
Dang, they mismanage money like that?
What do you mean? You got 50-year-olds out here still broke mismanaging money. That's why they working at Walmart or McDonald's. Because they mismanaging money.
I don't surround myself with people that...
You don't have to. When you go into these places, you just see them. That's what I'm saying. I don't know them people, but I see them.
I'm not judging
when I go to the grocery store and I see that 50-year-old there as a cashier, I'm like, how did life fuck you so bad?
She could be retired and going just to do something.
That's what I'm saying. That's a damn lie.
You can't generalize.
Man, look, I used to work in warehouses, right? And it'd be these old dudes there talking, right? They'd be like, man, I'm retired, man. I'm just here just because, I'm just here because the wife want me out the house. I ain't got nothing else to do. So you telling me you retired, you got all this money at your age, and you choose to come in a warehouse. Why you ain't on vacation somewhere with your money? Why you ain't found something else to do? Why are you retired still coming to work? If you retired and your feet is kicked up, you gonna go on a vacation or figure out something else to do. You ain't finna come work no 9 to 5.
I know some people
I'm
who
definitely
have.
sitting on the porch or
Thank you.
Chilling,
and any logical person would. That's why whenever these people look, when people tell you something and it don't make sense, don't believe it. People say stuff to people all the time and it don't make logical sense, and they still be like, oh well, okay. No, if it don't make logical sense, then it probably isn't correct. Now there is exceptions to the rule. But I don't speak in minority. I speak about the majority. There's always going to be an exception to the rule.
Okay, so
but
look,
the majority of women, if you give them choice, do you want to work or do you want to stay at home and be a stay-at-home wife with your kids, taking care of them and letting your man do everything? They gonna do it.
Let me give you some context. So my husband's retired, but he's still working. He has his own business, but he went and got his post, and then he worked for the school district. I mean, when you used to doing something so much, it's hard to just sit down and do nothing. He can do nothing. His business is very profitable, but he can do nothing, but he still want to do something. So I don't look at it and be like, oh, something's up because you retired and you still want to work. In his field, they say when you working all the time and then all of a sudden you sit down, that's when you die quicker or faster or something. So it's like you got to keep moving. I don't know if he's keeping moving because of that. He's never voiced that, but he still got a job. So I don't look at people in Walmart or whatever you just said, warehouse, and be like, oh, you retired. You must don't have a lot of money like you say you do. I just look like, hey, you just still want to be active. Because if you sit down too long and you're getting old and you're not moving around.
I am go for a run around the block. Why you don't go for a job?
Some people, they gotta be around people too. Like some people, they don't know how to sit in their solitude and just be to themselves, and they gotta be around people.
That's because they be attached to people.
Yeah, this is something.
People need to lose attachment.
Weird about
that's another
that,
thing. They be attached to their jobs. They be attached to their kids. They be attached to their wife. They be attached to their job.
Even if they ain't retired,
they be attached to their car. They be attached to clothes they had since they was high school. They still got clothes from whenever they was still in high school. Why you still got these clothes? Get rid of them.
About me.
Like, you attached to them. You have to let these attachments go.
You know, Risa just let some clothes go for real because I was like,
that's
man.
hard.
Yeah, life is about experiences,
I got nothing
man.
from
You're supposed to experience things.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing from high school.
Yeah, but
I know,
I can't fit nothing from high
Not
school.
from high school. But I still got some old years of clothes in my closet. And I'm like, I might wear you one day.
You gotta let them attachments go.
Slowly.
Stuff is about life is about experiences. Like it's a
Life is all
million
about
things that you can
transitions.
experience in this life.
Yeah.
It's not about trying to keep experiencing things over and over and over. It's like experiences, going to the next experience, going to the next experience.
No, I feel like we got a habit of, I wore
Going
that
back.
before.
I would say
I wore it one time. I don't wear it again. So half of the stuff that's in my closet is because I wore it once and then I wore it again. I don't know where that mentality has
Well, that's
come.
a social media effect.
that's social media.
I don't know
I
why
should be
it
wearing my
came
stuff
to me.
again.
And my regular clothes, I do that. But then I went out in it already.
I dare you go
just how
down
you
my
program
timeline.
to
You're
be.
gonna see the.
It's just
I did this on the
because
podcast.
it's just like
I was
even
out of town for the
when we
Hills
go out
class.
of town, and it's like I gotta
City.
buy a new outfit to be out of town, but the people out of town have never seen the stuff that you have. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just a programming thing to where they have made you think that you need to buy these things that you don't need to buy.
You'll come across though too that sense to where you like, man, why am I doing this? And you'll stop. You'll do better.
Some people do, some people don't.
But I was going to mention with life, what makes life valuable, to your point, what makes life valuable is the transitions in life and knowing that nothing is permanent, right? And so if nothing is permanent, everything that's created is going to crumble. Everything has an end.
Has a season.
You'll let go of those attachments.
Yeah,
The most slowly. You better start wearing them clothes on set. I work 2 times.
I rework my work clothes. Look,
I rework. Rework. That was a tongue twister.
But it's my go out clothes. The clothes I go out in, I be like,
I be having a problem with just giving my stuff away to my daughters. Cause I give it to them. I be like, man, I can't fit that no more. Y'all can have it. Then they'll put it on. It look fine.
See, that's why I don't like to give it away.
Give me my shirt back.
That's why I don't like to give it away. It happened to me
I
before.
give my shirt back. Why you gave me?
That look good still.
It still look good. Give it. Hold on, lose some weight. Hold on. I'm gonna get it. So that'd be my problem.
I'm big on not being attached to nothing.
Yeah, I am too now.
You
I
cannot
feel
be
beautiful,
attached
man. I
to
feel
nothing.
good.
Nothing.
I feel like I finally can move through life with clarity, you know, like just understanding it. And it's just like, I don't think I had that level of understanding of anything.
Yeah, once you realize that all you need in life is you and God, you fine.
100%.
Of course, 100%.
People always have issues when they feel like they need everything else but that. And it's like, you sad every day or you going through all these different things because you're not doing what God wants you to do. You know, God put you here with a set of skills to use your hands and your feet to do whatever it is you're good at. But you wasting your time here at this job, or I look at jobs like I'm a hoe.
I see.
I ain't gonna lie. If you work a job, it's like you a hoe.
But Marcus, somebody got to work the job.
Right, the hoe. That's what I just said. It's the hoe.
I'm gonna retire a whole soul. Terry probably says we gonna be some retired.
Hey, but listen, you know what's crazy?
Listen to me,
what's crazy? Hear me out.
did.
What's crazy is, even though they might like their jobs, I told them by next summer.
They free though. I ain't talking. I'm talking about people that work.
We're talking about in general. We're talking about in general. I told them because I think how you think, and it's like I told them by next summer. If you guys don't want to work your job, you won't have to.
We're going to be some retired
I want to put you in that position where if you don't want to work it next year, you don't have to. But sometimes people just feel like they gotta work a job. They like that clocking in, clocking out.
I'm not
my
even
check
saying
on
that it's
Friday, I
not.
know
So
what it
like
is.
you said, like they got to schedule time off.
It's not even that. You're not looking at it how I'm looking at it though. Like y'all looking at it.
I understand what
like
you're
I
saying.
said, like I'm not a whore. Like people are really getting pimped out. Like okay, you got a pimp and he's selling this girl her coochie or whatever for $100.
Right.
She give him $80 and she keep $20. So he pimping her, right? Now you go to work. That job is using your body, your skills, your mind, the same way that pimp is using that girl. And you making $20, $25 an hour. They making $30,000 off you in that hour. $20,000. So who's really the hoe? Her standing on the corner, or you over here in the warehouse, or wherever you at?
Everybody not built to be entrepreneurs,
right? So let them be. That's what. But me and mine,
okay, I got you.
we gotta be. Yeah, we can't. It needs to be a balance. I'm not debating that because I need somebody to deliver my packages at Amazon. And I need somebody to give me my shit when I go out to eat or whatever. But me and mine's, no, we're out of that. We're not gonna be in the system. We are free.
I feel you.
And if you're gonna be around me, I'm gonna teach you how to be free. And if you don't want to be, then stay over there.
Well, what if you do have freedom at your job?
You can't have freedom at your job because a boss will always tell you what to do. That's like right now when I say I don't want my woman to work, it's not that I'm trying to have authority over her. It's that I want a better life for her. I don't want her to have to be under his thumb or mine. If you know how to do everything you need to do yourself, you don't need to worry about me giving you nothing or another job. But they don't see it as that. They see it as just you trying to run me. You just possessive, and you just know I want your best interest at heart. But if you would get out of your way, out of your bubble of what all the rest of these men are telling you, then you would see that.
You feel like a job hardens up a woman?
Yes, a job does, because she feels like she has to be here.
I was going to say, imagine, and it does. Imagine going to work, paying your bills and all that, and then a man like, hey, what you do? Man, I ain't got time. I ain't trying to hear that. Like, it does. It will if you don't tap into yourself. Right. But I was going to mention from your previous episode, I saw you said something in a clip that you posted about how people need each other as human beings, and that's dope. And I feel like for us, that's what makes the dynamics of everything go real good. It's just this cooperation that we have with each other, and nobody wants to not cooperate. Everybody wants to cooperate, and so we work great, like upper level teeth, lower level teeth in the mouth, and fingers on hands. What exactly was you saying though today? Can you speak more to? People need
I'm
each
basically
other.
saying that, like, they be acting like, okay, a woman, she could just stay by herself and get her career together and then find a man and do all this, or a man. But in reality, if you find you a good man, he can help you get there faster. Or if you got a good woman on your side, she might help you get there faster.
Okay.
But people think that they solely need themselves until that, like, I need to get myself fully together until I can go be with somebody. No. You don't need to do that.
Do you believe in that saying, a woman needs a man and a man needs a woman?
Yes, I do. But the thing is, though, is there's not no real women out here anymore. Like, we are really dealing with men that are in competition with us. You have to really prove to a woman that there is no competition. Okay, yeah, you a nurse and you make whatever you make, or yeah, you do whatever you do, but I make this. If you work a regular job and they see what you make and what, they don't feel like you're a man. It's like you're equal to me because you make the same amount. But when you bring home,
they look at finances.
Yes, they do. But if you bring home $10,000-$20,000 in a month, they're gonna look at it like, okay, I can't bring home $10,000-$20,000 in a month.
Working his job.
Exactly. So then they'll end up listening. But if you only bringing up $3,000, nigga, you only bring in $3-4 a month. I bring that in too. I ain't finna. You ain't no man. I'm doing the same as what you doing. You have to beat them. It's really a competition. You have to really speed past them, and they have to see it.
So my question is, where do you think the shift came? Because this was in the 60s, 70s.
That's what I'm saying.
The shift came when women started working. Whenever they started wanting to work.
And then think about in 2025. Think about how many women are owning their own business. How we go break through glass ceilings, all that type of stuff now. So it was a point in time where we had no choice but to make this much, and the man made that much. So the man was always in certain spaces more superior to you. But now look at a lot of women that's running shit. You know what I'm saying? From corporations to entrepreneurship, making millions in 90 minutes. Like,
do you see how they still don't get the same respect as the men? The women with the money never get the same respect as the men with the money.
True, but I'm just answering what he's saying. I'm not saying they this or that. I'm just answering what happened with that shift.
Right,
that was a shift, which wasn't a bad shift
per se. Wherever they decided they wanted to work. Like, whenever women, like, it was a point in time wherever they didn't have to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They really was just chilling at the house. Women. Yeah, but then somewhere along the line, one of them came and said, look, I want to work.
Because you got tired of getting your ass hit upside your head. I can't lead it.
But see, now it's like they complain about it, though.
But I'm not single.
I get hit up.
But I hear a lot of women say men are becoming sassier. So who's
Men are
gonna
just being less tolerable. Like
What
when
you
you
mean
are
tolerable?
zero tolerance, they call you sassy. If you're not for none of the BS,
No,
you're
they
sassy.
go back and forth.
Because the thing about it is,
They
men are
show-
trying to. Because we try not to leave the women. It's like you're trying to give her a chance.
Right, we still need women.
Yeah, I'm steady telling you what I need, and you thinking that it's sassy.
No,
'Cause y'all
not
say,
in that way.
What you
It's the
mean?
combativeness. Like the roles have really switched. Where I'm gonna put it in this context. The woman is dominant and the man is being submissive, like showing feminine traits, and the woman is showing masculine traits.
Okay, I believe that there is a lot of that going on. I do. But I also believe that it's the women's choice on who they choose as far as men.
100%.
Like there are, it's just like with us, there's a large subset of hoes out here. But then there's a small similarity of good women. And we have to pick between all of
Figure it
this. Same way with y'all. It's a whole bunch of shitty men that are feminine, that aren't had dads
But I
or
think
whatever.
that's where it
So
changed.
it
Because if you dealing with a man that's submissive and you being dominant and you have to
the
live in
men are
that for
submissive because
3
they
to
only
5
don't have
years.
no dad though.
Right, but if you're dealing with someone that's submissive for 3 to 5 years, that's going to become who you are. You're going to become a dominant woman. So when you get with the next man, you're going to be just as dominant. You're still going to be dominant.
Yeah, but whose fault is that?
I'm
That's
not
what she
saying that.
wanted.
That's
A woman that is being dominant over a man, that's what she wanted in the beginning. No woman is going to say, look, I'm going to be dominant over this man. She would just leave him and get with a man that's dominant. No woman is getting with a man and saying, look, I want to tell him what to do and lead
a
him.
woman would.
A woman's not
I mean,
getting with no
real
man that
women
she has to lead.
would.
A real
Would.
woman is not going to
Yeah.
get with a man that
That's
she
what- I'm
has to
agreeing with
lead.
you.
Oh, I was going to say,
I'm agreeing with you.
a real woman. Like, the key word is woman.
I mean, I agree
I'm
with you.
too because as much
These
as you
women want sympathy for their actions. It's like I don't have sympathy for you because you're
But it
an
don't all
adult that
lie on a
chose.
woman.
Yes, it
Men
do.
are put here to lead.
Yes.
So if you are allowing this woman to dominate you, what does that say about that male? It's not just in his feelings.
two things could be true. Both of what y'all saying is true.
I ain't
Two
gonna lie,
things
I
could
ain't
be
gonna lie.
true.
I still feel like it's her fault. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I'm trying to figure out how it could be the man's fault, but it's like, look, the man is gonna try to get the coochie however he can. But it's like you have to be, your antennas gotta be up. If your antennas ain't up and he gets you, then he gets you.
True.
That's what I'm saying. If
But I'm
he's
talking
a
about him
feminine-
as a person.
Him as a person. If he's fucked up as a person, you as a woman should be like, hey, nigga, you fucked up as a person. Get away from me. But what y'all do again is what I said earlier. Somebody will tell you something, it don't make logical sense, and you still go with it.
And that's what I'm going with right now.
Whose fault is
the
that?
9 out of the 10. You're the 1 out of the 10. Remember that conversation?
Oh,
You said
yeah,
9 men.
oh, yeah, that-
So they lying to get what they want, and when they get it, they reveal who they truly are to
Right.
her. And that's that sassy man. He gonna be combative. He gonna argue.
he
He
can
gonna
just
call
be a
her out her
beta
names.
man.
All of that.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
that's just a, what do you mean?
I don't
That's what
think
beta.
it's sassy
No,
and
that's a
beta.
beta
Those are
man,
two
like he
different
just
things.
said. 'Cause that's what
a
beta
beta
men
man
do.
could be the man that like
Beta man
what
gonna
Dante
lie.
was talking about.
But
The
he-
man that give, take you out, wine and dine you roses,
That's
open the
good.
car.
But when he get it, he
But
ain't got
then
nothing else
once
for
you
you.
get it and the woman figure out that, oh, this man ain't no alpha man, he more of a beta man. Let me try this.
I'd be like,
Try a little bit.
Then
like,
that's why I
like
agree
call-
with
like
Marcus.
call him
That has
bitch
a
or
lot to
something.
do with her.
And he'd be like, dang, why you calling me a bitch? And she's like, oh, I get away with that. Okay, let me see what else I can do.
Exactly.
And then it turns into,
But look though,
now I'm
she may have
dominating
courted
you.
him though a couple more weeks or maybe a month. That's what I'm saying. You gave him the coochie right off back. You didn't even give him a chance to show you what he really was. You was too hot in the pants to just jump over there.
Yeah.
He would have showed you who he was in them months, but you didn't give it time. So whose fault is it? His fault or your fault? He played the game and he won. You lost.
I was
so
gonna
you can't
say-
be mad about your decisions in the game. These men, that's what I'm saying. Women be like, I'm so smart this. I got the game figured out. And it's a million dudes just steady getting over on them, bro. Every single day. That's what I'm saying. Like, they really need to start having their dads make their decisions for them or their brothers or something. Because at one point in time, for real, like, y'all didn't have to choose who y'all man was, man. Y'all dads was choosing who y'all man was.
That's true.
you see how that turned down the color purple? That don't
Nah.
They were choosing for money.
Yeah, I was gonna say her daddy
get
didn't
married
choose.
for
Her
money.
dad didn't choose who her
They still
man
do that
was.
to this day.
Nah.
But-
That's like right
I
now.
mean,
If I'm
he
choosing
should've went
if
ahead
I'm
and
choosing
chose
a
the
man
girl
for
that-
my
that they
daughter,
had
if I
for
got
her, though.
kids,
Huh?
She's willing to wait on him hand and feet.
man,
He
look,
had to go to
I
America,
guarantee you
chase
right
her
now,
down, deal with this and deal with that.
If
I gotta watch it again. I don't remember that.
Any man you ask now in 2025 that watch Coming to America.
No, I saw Color Purple.
Color purple.
Oh, I thought you said Coming to America.
Yeah, I was like, shit.
What?
I gotta
Where the hell Coming to America come from?
No, I knew what you was talking about. Though, 'cause like
like,
Color Purple, she didn't even give away by her dad.
Yeah,
She was
yeah,
that was some
yeah.
other shit.
I was talking about Coming to
But
America.
Yeah, I was like,
bro,
really,
think about it back then.
No,
Like,
Coming to America, she
wasn't
made
nobody
no
on
shit.
that. You could real life, like, your dad was gonna get a good man for you, and you ain't have to worry about nothing. Now we letting them choose. They done chose 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 different men, and then jumped onto. But they don't think that it's wrong because they really feel like as long as they do it in the dark and it don't come out,
It comes
they
out.
good. And I done seen that with a lot of females, bro. As long as
So
they
how do
doing
you
what
feel
they
like
do,
women should choose men these days?
they need to go ahead and court them and ask their dad how they feel about him, or their cousin,
Exactly.
or their uncle,
Put
or
him
their
against
brother.
another
And when
man.
their brother say, "Hey, look, he ain't shit," believe me when I
Believe
say
him.
he ain't shit.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's what my
Whenever
friends do.
Yeah, like
Put him with us
man,
women. Yep.
If he come around and your dog get the barking and he steady barking and the dog trying to let you know something. The dog trying to let you know he ain't shit. Get him
Or a
out of here.
Oh, the
A
cat.
cat. Definitely a cat.
Yeah.
I would say,
A cat
I
will
don't
let
think
you
3-4
know.
months down the line, you wondering why he ain't shit. The dog been knew he ain't shit. That's why he been barking this whole time. You beating his ass.
I was gonna say I don't think all women are necessarily incompetent of making that decision for themselves, but I do think that they lack the accountability of the actions that they do make of their decisions.
Yes.
Because
Accountability.
to everything you saying, you are picking and choosing this person, and what it is that you probably do see those flags, those red flags. You probably see a little bitch assness in them because men be talking, they be telling you stories, and you be like, damn, that's kind of whack. But I like you, you know what I mean? I swear, I'm such a
You want to like
chill
them.
person.
Yeah,
I want to
want
like you, but at
Yeah,
this
you want
point,
to
I
like
know.
them.
I know it's a lot of misalignment, so I can't go on with you. But it's like, damn, I really wanted to like you, but you sound like a. What you mean you ain't gonna do this? That's
What I
so.
tell you?
Because, look, at that point in
Yeah.
time, you got the decision to either, hey, look,
It's
I'm
your
finna bounce or
decision.
I'm
No,
finna
but you
stay.
said men lie to get what they want. I said no, women lie to themselves more than men
That's
lie
true.
to them.
And so what
like
happens-
Oh,
she
yeah,
said,
women definitely lie to themselves.
What
on the
happens
daily.
oh,
with
you
that-
know he's not for you, but you still
You like him so much, right? And so you see he kind of like on his assholeness is on 3, and then he get with you. And now it's on 10 because he's treating you the way that you saw him treating other people, right? But when it was other people, it was like, dang, that was wrong, but I like him. You ain't take it that big
Until
of
it
a
happened to
deal.
you.
But when it started happening to you, now he the worst person ever.
Right.
Now it's this, now it's that. But it's still going to always come back to the fact that you made a decision. And the signs are there. It's no man is really just flat out like, I got you, bitch. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like, now you
right,
get a whole
right.
360 on me, and I ain't had no idea you act like this. I had some signs, and I ignored them. So
Right.
that happens a lot. But I do think that you have the mass that choose the way they choose, and then you have women that are a little bit more smarter. You know what I mean? To just say, you know what, hey, I've made my mistakes. Everybody operate in a state of ignorance about something. You know, so it's okay, right? It's within human nature, but. Nah, you can see it, you can hear it, and you can be like, yeah, nah, this shit ain't gonna
And
work.
that's all I be really wanting people to do. Just
I really wanted
take
this.
accountability, bro.
women. It's hard for women to take accountability.
Yeah, I
It
understand. And
is.
it's like, man, like,
It
but
is.
it's
It
even
is.
as adults, it's like you can't be a kid no more. Like
Yeah.
you really have to sit and go to that mirror and look at yourself and say, look, this is what I have did.
Yes.
This is who I am. This, like, and just be honest with
don't
yourself.
know why
when
it's
I
so
was
hard.
working at jobs, I would tell myself in the bathroom, bro, you're a slave. You working here for nothing. These people got you in here on a 16-hour for what? You was already in here 5 days. Then a mandatory you 6. If you didn't come in, you get a point. Like, what is you doing? Like, get out of here. But like, and I would tell myself that I wouldn't lie to myself like I had it all together. And that's what people do nowadays. They be in debt. They got all this other shit going on with their kids, shit at their job, and they still act like they got it together. They going out every weekend, still spending money like they got it, and they broke. And it's like they this thin. They holding on by this thin. A tree fall on their car.
I'm about to say one climate
something happen
change.
to anything happen, and it's over with. They over with.
You one climate change from going homeless.
So me, it's like I said, people need to start living in reality.
True.
And start being honest with themselves and stop just, like I say, lying to yourself. Because when you lie to yourself, eventually reality is going to smack you in the face.
And it take a long time for a lot of people. They be trying to deflect a lot of their issues on other people. For instance, I was with this man, and that's why I'm like this as a woman. Like, nah, man, baby,
Yes.
listen, it ain't even
Yeah.
about that man no more. Forgive yourself for being dumb. Look in the mirror and say, hey, listen, I'm sorry. I fucked up.
Yeah.
I betrayed
Next
myself
time,
with this decision that I made. And I need to get through it, but that'd be a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. Because who want to ever look in the mirror and be like, "I'm the reason this is happening"?
Exactly.
Right.
It's too easy for a
Point the
woman in
finger.
these situations to say it's that man's fault I'm here,
Yeah.
and for some men it's too easy for them to say too. You know, it's
That's
that
that
woman's
woman's
fault
fault
that
that I'm here.
this is what it is. Like, but no,
And
it's
I'm
on
be
you.
on the men's head too. Like, bro, look, if you got a bogus
let's
baby
talk about
mama,
them. Let's talk about the men.
If the men,
'Cause I ain't
bro,
never heard him
He
talk about
talked
men.
about me this
What
whole
you mean?
podcast.
Bro,
I don't
the
hear you
men,
talk
I'm
about
joking.
men.
The men,
I'm joking.
I be on the men's head, like I say, but the men, they have more of a look. I did it. It is what it is. Like she said, taking accountability. So I don't say too much. But a lot of these men, I tell them, bro, look, if you got a bogus baby mama, that's your fault. My cousin said to me the other day, he's like, cuz the only reason your life the way it is because you ain't got no kids and you know you ain't got this, that, and the third going on. You wanna know why I don't have no kids? Cause I chose this life. Y'all chose to just be just nothing and just anybody or whatever, just because you thought it was going. Yeah, like, and now y'all got multiple kids. Y'all chose to get that car payment. Y'all chose to get that house payment. Y'all chose to get that loan.
Yeah.
I chose my life and made the decisions to get me where I am. So it's like you got to take responsibility for the things you've done. Nobody made you go get that loan. Nobody made you get that car payment. Nobody made you go on that trip and spend that extra money that you needed for other stuff. It's about blaming everybody else instead of taking accountability and saying, look, it's me. I did this. I need to do better and my life will get better.
But we're not taught that either, though. You got to think like it's if you coming from everything you saying is true, no rebuttal. I literally was thinking to that, like, why we not taught this? You know what I'm saying? In adolescence. Because a lot of those decisions they are made then when unfortunately your mind ain't truly developed and you think you're immortal to these consequences. And then you get older and you like, fuck, I got the worst baby daddy. I got
That's
this
because
going
guess who's
on.
gonna install
I got
it?
that
Your
going
dad
on.
gonna install that type of stuff in you.
Huh?
Your dad gonna install that type of stuff in
True,
you.
but that's not everybody's
they don't
situation.
have
But we
dad.
hard headed too, and I can say that only because like my first son, my mama kept telling me, "You gonna get the little young girl pregnant," and I did. You know, I was being hard headed.
How old was you?
I wanted the coochie. I was 18.
Oh, okay.
I wanted the coochie, and going in raw, and you gonna get the young girl pregnant, and I did. I was being hard headed, but if I would have listened, I probably would have got her pregnant. But I didn't care. I wanted the coochie.
Hey, but look, you see how honest he is about it, though?
So you ain't
He
gonna
never
say
say
nothing.
nothing. Ain't got no. You see,
Then
just be
to be
upfront
more
about it.
transparent,
Yes.
I tried to wear a condom. It wasn't working. She
he
was
was
running.
like-
And the
I
girl
gotta
would have
take this
said that
condom
story
off
in the
until it didn't
reverse.
work.
True
And then by the time I
story.
got in, it was ready to go.
I'ma
So
tell
here you
you.
go, splash. You go to
You
kids.
don't have women out here
But-
just being
8 months
honest. They
later.
meet a man, have a one night stand with him, and act like it never. I didn't do it. I didn't. How you get like everything about it? It was his fault, and he. That's why even like, and I don't want to rub nobody the wrong way, but this is why it be so hard for men. And the society believe whenever women get something done to them with domestically or with rape or
Yeah.
anything, because it's like so many lies have been told on men about he did this to me, he did that to me, and it doesn't be true. And me, I don't feel like everything can be avoided, but I feel like rape, robbery, different things, if you don't put yourself in certain positions, in certain situations, you can kind of avoid it. Not necessarily decrease it all the way, but you can avoid it. If I got $1 million in cash, I'm not going to walk down the worst street in St. Louis with it and just be telling everybody. Because I'm more than likely going to get robbed.
I'll go live.
Yeah. So if I'm a
But
girl,
money
it wouldn't be
sleeves.
smart for me to
Yeah.
wear a half dress, half and be
Advertise.
drunk and be going down here and wondering why stuff is going on. You got to put yourselves in positions to where stuff ain't going to happen to
Right.
you.
So I understand that it doesn't make it right if it happens.
Oh, not at all.
But 100% what you're saying is true.
Yeah,
It's
we
not.
tell
It's
males
no
and everybody
lies
not to rob. We tell people not to kill. We tell people
Yeah.
not to steal, and they still do it. So just like we tell men not to, they're still gonna, even though
Like
we
you said,
tell them
look,
not
strap
to
up.
do it. Yeah, trying to tell you.
He was like, I see it. I want it.
I do think that
I feel all
sometimes
that.
accountability is just as simple as that. But some people, they don't even know themselves. You know, even if they know they messed up, they don't know why. And it just take a lot of just, soul searching. You got to really get in tune with yourself to understand why you making decisions or why you did make a decision. Even if it was 15 years ago, 20 years ago, we start to create patterns out of habits. So, and it becomes even more detrimental, as life goes on. But people don't everybody don't come across that crossroad where they like, man, listen, let me look in the mirror. And these are the people that we still have to coexist with. These are the people, unfortunately, we still have to, work with, etc. And sometimes you don't know until you know, but it's a lie. It's
I'm
a
gonna
lie.
add to that.
Yeah.
It also, with me, who you surround yourself with, because sometimes people look for pity parties, and if you're basically corroborating the story or the behaviors, they're going to keep on exhibiting those same behaviors. But if you're like dead in it, like you come and telling half the story, when you being fed a lie, you can tell, like, okay, what else happened? Or if they telling you the whole story and you're not holding them accountable, you laughing at, oh man, you did that, you said that, oh man. If you're not holding them accountable, then they gonna think that action is good. So with me, especially the people that's around me or my friends, they know when they come and talk to me about a situation, I'm gonna hold them accountable.
Yeah.
So that's what makes them feel comfortable coming to me. They always say, I know Kimberly's gonna tell me the truth.
Yeah.
So because I'm gonna listen to the whole story. And even when I tell the story, I'll be like, man, let me know if I'm wrong. And I'll tell the good, bad, and the ugly.
True.
And I want to be told, because in that moment I didn't see it. So if you can tell me where I was wrong, then I'll be big enough to say, I was wrong in that.
Definitely.
I don't get invited nowhere no more because I'm the one that find everything corny and boring and stupid.
Behaviors, the bad behaviors?
Why
Yes.
are we?
No,
why?
it's okay.
This is not entertaining.
Right.
Yeah, because you
This
just
is
sober
you
friend.
go
This
away
is
from it.
counterproductive as shit.
Once
Like,
you start
what are
saying
we
that
doing?
queens
It
don't
is
be
be
what peasants
boring,
be.
like-
Yeah, I be really bored hanging out with people. I
Queens
like
don't
to
be
by
where peasants
myself.
be, and kings don't be where peasants be. So like,
Yeah.
if I see a bunch of people jumping around drunk and it's just peasantry, I just don't go around it.
Yeah.
You have to really look
Yeah,
at
I be like,
yourself
that shit
as like,
boring.
look, I'm a king or I'm a queen or I'm a peasant.
But I'm really not. So I am the sober friend. Yes, I am. I'm about to say I ain't the sober. Yeah, I don't get drunk. I don't. But
Ain't nothing
Nothing
controlling
wrong
me.
with that.
still, I'm like,
Somebody
shit,
needs somebody
this
to drive.
is- Nah, I don't. Nah. I don't play that either. Nah,
No,
don't come
you
around
driving.
me thinking I'm about to be responsible for you. No, you're a whole adult like I'm an adult. You don't do no more than I do. Like, no, I don't drive with nobody. I don't ride with nobody. I come by myself. I leave by myself. Don't think because I'm the one that's not gonna indulge. I'm responsible. I got kids.
Right.
I've been since I was 15. I'm not responsible. I'm not responsible.
At
for
least she
nobody.
at least she know that about herself and
Right.
she honest about it.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me. Yes.
My friends know I'm not that.
Yes.
Like, if
I
you're
am
going to do
not.
that, don't invite me. Because I want us all to go out and have a good time and
I ain't about to
enjoy. I don't want to
carrying
babysit.
nobody.
I don't want
to babysit an
But
adult.
see, y'all different though. Like I said, the younger
babysit.
generation,
An
not
adult.
they not.
Right.
I could babysit
I gotta
kids.
pull you up, take you to the car.
Marcus, if
throwing
you had
up.
kids right now, if you had kids, I have them on my lap like this.
If I had kids, they got a nanny and
I
everything.
understood,
else.
but I'm just
No.
saying, you
I'm
never
sorry, they got
know.
a nanny. I'm
They might
gonna
run
pay
in here, hey, daddy, I'll be like, hey, come here.
The nanny gonna get fired because what is you doing?
I don't call her fire them after the session,
You
but an
finna get
adult,
fired.
I
So-
can't
So
babysit an
automatic
adult.
wife, kid, y'all having a nanny. You ain't gonna put all that on the wife.
We having a off rip. When she get pregnant, she's getting because I'm not gonna be there all the time. So who finna
Gotcha.
be in here? Cause
Okay, Nelly.
It
Just
ain't even.
playing.
It's just I got multiple businesses, so like I sell cars, I work on cribs. You know what I'm saying? I'll be getting storage units. I do different things. So I got a crib in Houston, got a crib in St. Louis, I got a crib in Illinois. So I do business in all of them, and whoever my girlfriend or my wife is or whatever has to understand that I won't be there 24/7. Because I got business in other places. So I might be down here in St. Louis, sell a car for $3,500, $4,500, then go to Texas and sell a car for $6,500 or something. But I gotta be in both places to make things work.
Right.
And a nanny will be there because I'm not getting no butler. I'm not finna have no man around my woman. So just give me a nanny, somebody that's older,
buttis?
somebody that can talk
Just
to her,
kidding.
that can help her
I'm just-
do whatever she needs to do and everything like that. So yeah, that, and I'll be looking up that type of stuff just on regular apps.
Yeah,
like when
they
you
got 'em
have
out there.
money and different things like that, life is pretty much easy. The
pay for
people
the
that don't
convenience.
have money, the people that don't have these resources are still worried about the electric and rent and water. They can't do these different type of things because they still in survival mode.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Make
yeah.
sure it's an old woman. That's it. Because to your point, you know what I'm saying, you ain't better bring no little young thing up in here every time. I'm happy, you girl. You better get the you don't get the fuck out my house. I want the bitch 80 years old and up.
That'll be, but look, that's
Help
the
it.
thing though. When
With
you
the
got a
kids.
man, your man will let you
The
choose
grandmas,
whatever
yeah,
you
That's
want.
that's my that's all.
That's what I'm saying.
What
Like,
you
I don't
comfortable
care.
with? You
Let
gotta
her-
deal with her more than I do.
Yeah, that's what I'm
you
saying. So
want?
we gonna look on the app together, and you gonna choose whoever you
Yeah.
want.
I'm gonna
But
get
it's
the
like how many
fragilest-
men is giving their woman even the.
The house still gonna be dirty. Everything gonna be still messed
The
up.
thing is, though,
me.
she don't gotta stay here. She come in whenever you pay her. So it's like she come in today when you pay her, then she leave. It ain't like she's staying there every day. So when you just pay somebody to handle it.
See, we Pisces. We real.
If you ain't got no money, you shouldn't be having no kids. No way.
Hey, listen. I don't trust nothing.
I think we had a good segment on this segment and everything like that. So this was Unplugged Issues, everybody. And if you want to be free, quit your job today. So we're going to see y'all in the next episode and everything like that for some more issues. And until then, peace out.